What's going on, guys? The Iron Jesse here, and welcome back to my new LEGO Marvel 2025 set review. And today I'm reviewing the Iron Spider-Man Buzz set. This is set 76326, it ages 18 plus, has 375 pieces in one minifigure. Once again, I also got this set as a Christmas present from my mother like 5 days ago, and this set costs $60 here in North America and around the world for the lineup. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So here is the Iron Spider minifigure. So this is the same one that we've already gotten from the Endgame diorama set, but the only difference is that they changed up the arms since they used the mech finger pieces in gold to recreate the arms for the suit itself, and he has side arm printing, which is pretty good. So maybe this figure could be exclusive to the set because it has arm printing for the suit itself. I mean, they could have just added that to the Endgame diorama set, because why couldn't LEGO just do that? I mean, I just don't get it. But I'm so happy that they officially added some arm printing for the figure himself, and honestly it looks better with arm printing, because without it from the Endgame set it looks pretty dull, but with it for this figure right here it looks so much better. And I'm not a fan of the mech fingers to like recreate like the arms for the suit itself, because I like them in a longer and a better way, just like how we've gotten them from the Endgame Final Battle set. But in this look, not so much, because it is pretty decent. So we do get the same design for the face printing with the blue eyes for the suit itself for the lenses. So yeah, very great design. I love the face printing right there. And we do get the same look at the torso printing that looks so freaking phenomenal. I just love that design for the torso printing itself. And we do get the same dual molded legs with the red and dark blue color scheme right here. But it would have been nice if they added like some detailing for the legs for the figure himself to make it fully complete. But at least it looks pretty good for the way it is. And again, I still dig that amazing arm printing right here. It looks just great, man. I'm just very impressed by it. So I totally love the design for the arm printing for both of his arms. And here we have the back head printing for him. That is the same one. We have the back of him with the Outrider back attachment, which you can see right here. I totally love the back head printing. So it is the same one from the Endgame set. And you can move the arms just like this. And once again, if you guys don't know what his back torso printing looks like, this is what it looks like when you remove the arms right here, the back. So here is the bus itself, and it's all right for the way it is. It's totally decent, since there are like some good parts like the shoulder detailing, and even like some issues like some of the gaps on this area of the left and right side of the shoulder right there, and even the head sculpt that we will get to later on. But I love the nice look for the golden spider arms for the back of the bus, so that is pretty nice for the way the arms turn out. And we do get the same stand as the one from the Iron Man Mark IV bus. And once again, I know I just showed you guys how to like change those pieces up, but I am going to show you guys how to do it again just in case later on in the video. So we have a printed plaque that says LEGO Marvel Iron Spider-Man, and there's a little corner that you can put the Iron Spider minifigure on like this. Just only like two studs, just like that. And if you want to, you can put him like this, with or without the arms, if you want to, once you already have this set. But I love the color scheme for it, with the red, the gold, and the dark blue, since I still love colorful products and objects. Well, all the above. It looks pretty good. So I love the design for the head sculpt. Well, at least it's decent right here, since I love how they use those pieces to represent like the blue eyes for the lenses. And I love how they add like some white texture for it, which is pretty nice. I love the printed webbing pattern pieces for the forehead and even on his face with that Nexonite piece right there. And I totally love how they capture like some parts of the spider logo with the dark blue pieces to like recreate like the arms for the left and right side of the bus. I love like that center part for the spider logo with the dark blue and gold color scheme. And I love how they use that Nexo 9 piece in gold with that dark blue printing design, which is pretty good. So I totally dig that. Now take a look at the top part of the bus. So we have the head design right there. And this is another issue, which is this freaking gap. So I still wish they could make the head design a lot better without the gaps right there, but I love the printing for the webbing design on top of his head, and we have like the top part of the left and right shoulder, which is pretty nice. Now taking a look at the right side of the bus, so we have the right side of the stand right there, which is pretty good. So we have the right side of the spider arm right there, and I love that design for the colors for the right shoulder right there with the red, the blue, and the gold, which is pretty good. And we have the right side of his neck, which is pretty nice. And we have the right side of his head that has like issues for it, like those gaps are still showing like some of it on his eye, and also like the head, which is pretty off. But yeah, it could have been better, since I still wish they could like fix that up. And the chin part is not for me. It is so decent and it is pretty okay, but it's still not my type of thing right there. And spinning it around, we do get the same thing on the left side, but we have a little different area for the minifigure right there for the stand, and also like the same part right there. And we do get the same thing on the left side with the shoulder, the neck, the head, and also the arm itself. Now spinning it around to the back, this is what the back of the head and the top part of the torso looks like. So we have like the back design for the skull itself, the Iron Spider head with all those red pieces right there. And we do get like the back of the golden spider arms, which is pretty nice. And I love like some parts of the spider logo, which is like that center part in that red color with that red Nexo 9 piece, and also everything else. And I just totally dig the design for it, since I love the back of the shoulders for the left and right side of the build itself. And I love the back of the arms for the character himself. And he has some articulation, since the only articulation for the bus is the head. And that is the same thing for the Iron Man Mark IV bus. So the head can move side to side like this, because it's on a bulge right here. You can't let it look down, or you can't let it look up like this, or you can't let it move. It won't let it look side to side, is what I meant to say. So yeah, that is pretty nice. And you can shake his head, yes. And even the arms, well, I did move them while I was showing you guys the right side of the head. You can bend them like this, and that's just let me show you guys how to like change those pieces from the stand into a different way. And I know I showed you guys how to do that while I was reviewing the Iron Man Mark IV bus a couple months ago, but once again I will show you guys how to change those pieces into the different way by using these pieces for the stand itself. So let's take off that Iron Spider minifigure first and set them aside. So what you want to do is just take the plaque off like this, and then you gotta take both of those pieces off just like that and set them aside. And as for this piece on the center part of the stand, you might want to use a orange brick separator to yank it off. So let me just try to do it, and there we go. So yeah, it's better to use like an orange brick separator to do that, and spin the stand into a front way. And for the bottom part, you gotta put these pieces on like this, if I can get it. All right, there we go. So now I got it. So just like that. And as for this piece right here, you can put it on the front just like that. And as for that little plaque, you can easily put it on like this, if I can get it right. So let me just adjust it. There we go. And it's better to do it like that. And there you go. So that is how you do it. So you can't have the stand like this, and same thing like how I did it with the Iron Man Mark IV bus set. I was about to say Iron Spider again. So yeah, this is what the bus looks like when you change the stand up like this. And I am planning on leaving it like that after I'm done reviewing the set, because I am planning on leaving this Iron Spider figure into that endgame final battle set because it has more detailing for his arm printing and everything else. So yeah, it looks pretty good like this. So here we have the entire front part again, but this time we have the different look for the stand itself. So if you guys don't want to have it in a different look with the minifigure being displayed on it, you can switch it off. Well, not switch. Well, switch it to this look is what I meant to say. So once again, this is what the front looks like in that different look for the stand itself. So that is just pretty nice. And here we have the right side with the same thing, but different angle for the stand itself. And I totally dig everything else for it. And same thing for the left side of the build, which you can see right here. And here we have the back of it, which is pretty nice. And again, I still dig the color scheme for the arms right there, which looks very nice. And by the way, if you guys don't want the arms on the bust right there, you can yank it off like this, or you could just take the entire backpack. Actually, it's better to do it like this. So if you want to, you can't just pull them off if you want to leave this piece on the back, but it's your own choice once you already have this set. And this is what the bust looks like when you take the arms off for the set itself. So very good design right there for the build of the Iron Spider. So yeah, I totally dig everything else for it, since there are still issues for the build, but at least I love the color scheme for it, and it looks freaking phenomenal in my opinion. So that's just pretty much it for this set, just the whole build and everything else for it. So I don't have anything else to say about it, but that is all I've got so far right here. So that is it for this set. Now let's move on. So overall, this is a pretty decent set. So I totally did like the color scheme for it, which is the red, dark blue, and the gold design for the build itself. But everything else, I just don't think it's perfect. So the head for the build itself, it's pretty okay, since I'm not a fan how these gaps are showing like the top part of his head, and even like on the left and right side of the face with the eyes right there. I still wish they could make it like a little bit better, and same thing with those gaps on the left and right shoulder for the build itself. But I totally love the design for like some parts of the spider logo, which is like the center part with that awesome golden Exonite piece with that dark blue printing on the center part of it. And also everything else for the build looks pretty good. And the stand looks pretty nice, and same thing with the Mark IV Iron Man bust set that I just reviewed. If you want to, you can just like build the set like this, or if you want to display it with the Iron Spider minifigure, you can just like change it up to like add the printed plaque on the left side of the build and put the minifigure on the right side. Actually, just the right side of the build and put the minifigure on the left side of the build. Sorry about that. And speaking of the minifigure, the Iron Spider minifigure is the same one that we've gotten from the crappy Endgame diorama set, but this time he actually has side arm printing that looks so much better than the plain dark blue legs. It looks pretty good on him, since this figure would fit perfectly for that Endgame diorama set. I mean, why can't they just added some arm printing on the first copy of that figure from that set, instead of just making them plain dark blue? But at least it looks so much better with arm printing. But the face, torso, the back head printing are 100% the same, as well as the dual molded legs from the previous version that we've gotten from the Endgame set. But at least it looks better with the arm printing. But I'm not a fan of those small mech finger pieces to represent the arms in that gold color, since the one from the Endgame set looks a lot better in my opinion. But I totally love the brick build look for the arms right there, since if you guys don't want it on the back of the figure, you could just easily pull it off like this, or you can't just like pull one of them off just like how I did it. But it's better to leave it off like this if you want to. But I totally did like the color scheme and everything else. I love how they nailed the design for both of the shoulders, which you can see, yeah, both of the left to right shoulders, which looks very awesome in my opinion. And once again, I know I said this before, I love colorful products and objects for everything because I totally dig like the color scheme for the build itself. So yeah, the back of it is pretty nice and solid for the way it is. And I totally love the printed plaque that says Lego Marvel Iron Spider-Man. So yeah, those are like the only printed pieces that you get, especially the eyes right there with the white peppers on it. So yeah, that is pretty good for the way it is. But yeah, I still wish they could fix up the gaps for his head right here to make it 100% better. Even the shoulder design right here to make it fully complete. So yeah, this is a pretty decent set. So this and the Iron Man bust are fine builds, but not too exciting. Well, mostly I wanted to get this set because of the Iron Spider minifigure. I know I have that figure, but this time with arm printing. But still, it's an okay set, but it's not something for me. But $40 is a bit too. Well, I mean, not $40. $60 is what I meant to say because this set has 375 pieces. I mean, they could just like make it to a $40 or $50 set. Well, mostly $40 is a better option because not a fan how Lego make their sets a bit pricey for the way they are. But at least this is a decent set, but at least it's a okay one for the lineup itself. So I don't have anything else to say about it, but that's all I've got so far right here. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell, the save button, and don't forget to Hulk smash that comment section down below. And tell me in the comments what you guys think about this set for the lineup. I'll see you later.